What began as a routine excavation in the Sahara quickly became the archaeological discovery of the century when Dr. Lin's team uncovered the first signs of a civilization that defied all known historical records. The massive stone doorway they uncovered was inscribed with unknown symbols that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, hinting at forces beyond conventional understanding. As the team ventured deeper, they discovered an entire underground metropolis with architecture that defied the laws of physics, buildings constructed at impossible angles, and materials that seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. The first hint that something was truly extraordinary came when Dr. Chen noticed water droplets rising from puddles on the ground, seemingly moving backward in time. In the central plaza, they discovered a massive clockwork mechanism with hands that moved counterclockwise, surrounded by plants that appeared to be growing in reverse, flowers closing instead of blooming, fruits shrinking back into buds. When Professor Jackson checked his watch, he was stunned to discover that not only had it stopped, but the seconds were now ticking backward, synchronized perfectly with the city's strange energy flow. The walls told the story of an advanced civilization that had somehow mastered temporal engineering, building a sanctuary where time flowed in the opposite direction as a shield against some cataclysmic event in their future, our past. In what appeared to be a vast archive, Dr. Whitman decoded equations that suggested the inhabitants hadn't just discovered time reversal, they had deliberately engineered it, creating a bubble of reversed causality as a desperate measure. When Dr. Foster accidentally activated an ancient control mechanism, the city's energy system surged to life, accelerating the time reversal effect and causing recently broken artifacts to spontaneously repair themselves before the astonished team's eyes. As the temporal field began expanding beyond the city boundaries, threatening to envelop the entire excavation site, the team made a desperate dash for the entrance, aware that being caught in the fully activated field might mean living their lives in reverse, unable to escape. They barely escaped as the ancient doorway sealed itself shut, but the implications of their discovery remained. Somewhere beneath the desert sands, a pocket of reversed time continues to flow backward toward the beginning of everything, preserved like a temporal fossil for some unknown future purpose. The academic world dismissed their findings as impossible, but the team knew what they had witnessed, and as their watches occasionally skipped backward and water sometimes dripped upward in their presence, they understood they had been permanently changed by contact with a civilization that had found a way to reverse the most fundamental force in the universe.